Hey, this is Professor Homa. Welcome to part 2 of calendar formatting. I hope you're enjoying it. This one takes a little bit longer than the first black and white one, but this is the PDF sample. And looking at the PDF just opening up, it looks like some of the borders are different sizes, but they should all be uniform. And we might even go a little thicker than the 1 point that's specified, but I think some of this is just the way the PDF was saved. But the new blank document in Word. And again, make sure you do this. This is probably the most important thing. Make sure you go to your page layout and you set your orientation. You could go to page setup or you could go to orientation and just make it landscape, which is fine. If the margins are set for 1 inch all around, that should be fine. And some of this stuff we're gonna have to type a bunch of stuff in, so I'll pause my video, to type stuff in. But the first thing we'll do is you're actually gonna insert a table rather than just putting borders around things. We're gonna set a table. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Insert Table. So I'll click on here and just go down to Insert Table. That gives me a number of rows and columns I could put in, and I gave you that already. There's going to be 7 columns, which is going across, 7 rows going down. Fixed column width just means they're going to be even size for now. So I'm going to hit OK, and there's our table to start. I'm sure you might have worked with tables before. 7 rows, 7 columns, and they spread across the page. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust some of these first 2 rows, and you can go outside of here to highlight the rows. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to my table tools. See these 2 tabs here, design and layout. We're not going to use design a whole lot except when we do some formatting at the end, but we're going to go to layout, and I'm going to change the height of these 2 rows to be 0.3, which is a little more than 1/4 inch. Also, while I'm here, I'm also going to change the formatting of the cells inside here so that you could even see the way the highlighting is bumped to the top. We're going to make it so that everything in here is centered, not only left and right, but up and down. So these settings here will tell you if it's aligned. Basically, going vertically tells you where it's aligned vertically, and going across where it's aligned going horizontally. So I'm going to use this middle button so that they're aligned vertically in each cell and across. Now we're going to have different days listed in here and just one thing here. So one thing we're going to have to do first is merge these top cells. So I'm going to highlight this whole row up top, and I'm going to merge cells, and it's under Table Tools Layout, and there should be a merge button, and it's right here, merge cells, and it'll merge those 7 basically into one, and that's where I'm going to type my month, which is March 2012. I'm going to format that, just highlight that, and I could go back to my Home tab and just make it, I believe it's Arial Black, it might be 24 point or 18 point. It is, doesn't really matter that much. And we're also gonna do some coloring to this, but for right now is change the height of all these other rows. So I can go over here and select these are where the actual dates will be, the numbered dates. So I'm going to go in here and change the height of these, and I could also do that from Table Tools Layout, and the height of those are going to change to 1. So I could just bump them up till they go all the way up to just 1 inch. So the height of them will be 1 inch, will be fine, and that'll be enough for all our dates in here. Now I'm also going to highlight all these areas where numbers are going to be, and you could do this ahead of time. I'm even going to go to my Home tab and change my font and make everything to be Arial Black 12 point. Okay, so that when I type them in, they'll be in the right font. And obviously up here at the top it's going to start with Sunday, and over here it's going to start with 1, and I'm just going to hit tab and put 2, and so on and so on. So I'm going to fill that stuff in, and then we'll do part 2 of this and hopefully wrap it up.